Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Cook. I'm the CEO of Shiny Shoe. Welcome to another edition of our Monster Train development stream. Today, we have some really big news that I am just going to kick off and say. So we've been previewing our upcoming DLC, The Last Divinity, over the last few, month or so now. We ran a public test in January, and now we are finally ready to announce the release date. So, The Last Divinity will be coming out on all of the platforms we currently support simultaneously on March 25th. Then you'll be able to experience the Wormkin clan, the sixth clan in the game, the Last Divinity battle, and all the rest of the awesome new content that's coming in the update. I know a lot of you are also asking about price and have been, so I can also announce that. So the price is going to be $11.99 in the United States, and then territorial pricing will happen via the magic of on the Steam platform, and everything will match on all of our target platforms. Just convert that into your local currency using typically how games convert their pricing, and that's what it'll be. So yeah, we're super excited to get that out. Like I said, all platforms launching at the same time. So our current set of platforms that we support are Steam, GOG, Windows 10 Store, the Microsoft Store on Windows 10, and Xbox One. And so all of them need to get updated simultaneously because that is how our kind of game servers work. We have cross-play multiplayer across all of those platforms, and so we need them all to update at the same time. It's complicated to get them all to update at the same time. And so if you're wondering, like, why is it taking so long? I want to play it now. I know how you feel. But the reason is we've got to take care of all these other bits and bobs to make sure everything is in order so we can have a successful and smooth launch on all of these different platforms simultaneously. To try to get ahead of another question that we get frequently, will Monster Train be coming to other platforms beyond the ones that we currently support? The answer is maybe. I can't tell you right now, so we have nothing to announce at this time. But, you know, I hope to share news about those types of things with you all in the future. And in general, how do we continue to plan to support Monster Train beyond the Last Divinity DLC? Well, we plan to continue to fix bugs. We plan to continue to do balance updates based on both player feedback as well as looking at our kind of play data. And frankly, depending on how well The Last Divinity does and how much you guys like it, then maybe there'll be more. So we have nothing concrete to announce at this time, but definitely focused right now on getting The Last Divinity out on all of our current target platforms, fixing all the bugs in it, getting all the translations for all of our target languages done. In the public test, we only had English, basically. And just crossing the I's, crossing the T's. Got it backwards, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, taking care of all that stuff. All right, so I'm definitely open to questions today, and then we have some fun stuff prepared from our kind of team and our community folks that I'm going to share. But happy to take questions first. So it's Ovines. Will it be available to pre-order? On Steam, at least, we're going to have a store page up ahead of time. I don't know if you're going to be able to pre-order. Honestly, you'll be able to wish list it through that to get the notification when it comes out. So yeah, I'm not sure, but we should have store pages up for The Last Divinity before it comes out, but not yet. I do have some questions. Feel free to keep sending in live ones. I'm happy to jump over and answer those. We do have some that are coming from Reddit and some other places that I'll jump into real quick. So things that have been asked in general that I will try to answer. From Creepy Timo on Reddit. Are there any plans to add new acts or levels? In general, what ways to expand the game are you currently exploring? So the Last Divinity battle is a new level, so to speak. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by acts, but there's conceptually a new Ring of Hell. If you didn't have a chance to play the public test for The Last Divinity, if you are able to meet certain conditions during a run, you face a new true final boss. It's a big flying boss that is on all floors at the same time, attacks all floors on every turn, and has some brand new types of challenges. And so that's a new Ring of Hell. So that's currently what we're focused on in the near term. In the future, who can say at this point? All right, Gamer Noob says, are we getting new achievements? As of right now, the plan is no. And it's really about the complexity of trying to get it done on all the different target platforms and some of the certification requirements on consoles and that type of thing. So The Last Divinity is not going to have new achievements. I know that for some of you, that will be a disappointing thing to hear, but I hope that you're still going to be interested in the game because it's got tons of awesome new content and really expands the strategic depth with systems like the unit synthesis and the new types of things that can happen during a run. All right, let's see here. Ister Bolin, are there any plans from Reddit? Are there any plans of introducing a mutator for cards outside of the 2 clans you choose to show up during the run? There are definitely some new mutators in the Last Divinity DLC. I forget offhand how many, so I don't want to give a number and be wrong, but it's another decent chunk of them. I don't think we are doing one that does specifically what you said there, but there are a couple of new mutators, some that interact with new DLC content that kind of change up and offer more opportunities for different types of runs. Zathoth from Reddit, what were the inspirations and general design process for the Wormkin? That I'm not going to answer. I'm going to save that for the folks who directly worked on the design. I did not personally, so I think they would be in a much better place to answer that. One thing I can say now is that, it's one of the rings of hell. Each ring of hell has a monster clan that conceptually comes from there, so the Wormkin comes from the Bogworm's Remains ring of hell. So I do know that, but for the details of the lore, I'd have to suggest we hear from Redbeard, the lore master on the team. All right, Blaziken3443, any news about possible imp plushies? No news for me, at least. I think it's a fantastic idea. I'm not sure if our friends at Good Shepherd have investigated that any further or not. If any of them are in the chat, feel free to post and let everybody know. But I think it would be awesome. All right. So to reiterate, The Last Divinity coming out March 25th. $11.99 in the United States, whatever regional pricing that usually maps to in your country, if it's not the US. It will be coming to all of our target platforms simultaneously, so Steam, GOG, Windows 10 Store, Microsoft Store, and Xbox One. All right. So, we got a question I'll answer. Cerberus189, do you think you might go back and redesign some of the older heroes to make them stronger? The Red Clan, that's the Hellhorn, seems pretty weak compared to the others. We are absolutely open to balance changes and so on. The Last Divinity patch, the patch that is going to go out on all platforms that supports the DLC, is changing the tuning on existing content as well. So even if you don't buy the DLC, you will get the new tuning for some of the existing champions and existing cards and so on. We'll be posting a full change list of that once the release goes out, but we previewed some of those things in the public test, so if you go back and look at the public test community post on Steam, you can see some more of the information about the details of that. But yeah, we're definitely open to continuing to iterate on balance and mix things up and try to keep the game fresh in various ways. So, I don't know if any of the Hellhorn champions have been modified, but the Sentient champion from the Green Clan, so to speak, definitely got a change, and there's some additional changes happening. So, yeah, we're cognizant of some of the upgrade paths if we think that they are not as powerful as others or we want to change things up. Definitely open to making those types of changes still. All right. Sorry, I'm looking around. I got all my monitors and cameras positioned in weird places. So, okay. Another thing that we thought would be fun to do, and feel free to keep sending over questions about this stuff, is kind of survey our team and ask about some of their favorite community posts, some of their favorite gameplay kind of things, favorite cards, favorite clan combos, so on and so forth. We did, and I want to reveal some of that stuff because some of it shows off some awesome community content that has been posted previously, and it's fun to go back and look at some of those things. So, all right, we're going to start with Marimo, who is a gameplay programmer on the team. and worked on the Legion of Wax, something that he is famous for. Very, very challenging character to get right. So, no surprise then that his favorite clan is the Melting Remnant. And he really likes this community piece of artwork from C0. It's kind of a cool take on all the different characters in the Melting Remnant clan with C0's style here. So I like it too. I would love it, if someday this gets completely finished. It's obviously a sketch right now, but looks really cool. Marimo's favorite clan combo is Random Random on Covenant 25. Because he says that's the true way to play the game to maximize the roguelike feeling. But if he had to pick two specific cards, it would be Siren of the Sea and Nameless Siren. The two shark girls, if you've forgotten who they are. Because who doesn't love shark ladies? All right. There you have it. He says his favorite feedback. That's the other thing we surveyed people on. Is like the in-game feedback feature. If you're not familiar with what this is, at any time while you're playing Monster Train, you can press the F8 key to open up a little UI to type in whatever you're thinking, and you can send it, and it goes straight to the development team, and we read all of those. He said his favorite feedback is when someone comments something like, "The battle preview is wrong. How am I going to die this turn?" It's another feature that Marimo worked on. And then the person who sent in that information immediately sends another feedback in a few seconds saying, like, "I am an idiot, and I forgot the enemy had spikes." There was a time during the development of the game when sometimes the damage previews would be wrong and had bugs and so on. But I think we eventually got to a point where it's basic. As far as I know, it's always right now. But sometimes when there's a lot of complicated interactions going on, it can seem like it's not right. And I'll be like, this can't possibly be right. I'm not going to die this turn. And then you actually click it and, it was correct. So we definitely see those periodically. All right. We are going to move on to Genesee, our community manager from Good Shepherd, who is helping us a lot in terms of community interaction. And her favorite community images are this one from Shadow Marks from the Pirate Tale series. This is all of the different seraphs. So we've got Seraph. I'm trying to remember all the names. So we've got Seraph the Diligent is the one writing on paper. So he's working hard. We've got Seraph the Patient waiting in line for the bathroom. This little imp friend. We've got Seraph the Chaste. Speaking of shark ladies, Marimo, Seraph the Chaste is not interested in their affection. And we've got Seraph the Temperate sitting alone in a room, staring into space. I do love the creativity of this. It's awesome. And Genesee also called out another favorite, which is this image by Retro Ranger. Every single thing is... People love the shark ladies. All right. It says, "Hey, Prince. Want to get lots of protected slay triggers behind me and solo kill Sap Seraph over and over until the game crashes? I've got a large stone equipped right now." And then good old Hornbreaker Prince says, "No way, fish." Interesting. When I was looking at this, I personally hadn't seen this before. I also like it. Really nice illustration. But it reminded me of this meme guy who's known as Bounce by the Ounce, I think. So I had to bring him in. So the Hornbreaker Prince kind of looks like this guy to me. Maybe we could get a little animation of Hornbreaker doing this dance. All right. Sorry. All right. Genesee didn't send over her favorite feedback and so on. So let's move on. We'll do one more. What did I have here? Oh, I had two other things. One of these is from Eugen, our art director, who I forget what his online name is. So sorry, Eugen. His favorite post was this one above. It was a Twitch comment by Zeus DDDD during a stream about the upcoming Last Divinity DLC. "Poor kin host now has heart disease due to his enormous size. That was due to basically a bug that allowed that unit to grow to ridiculous proportions. Speaking of, here's another similar example from Discord, a user Rebecca. I do thoroughly enjoy how a couple of the new units can get so big to break into the upper floor. We eventually fixed this issue, basically. But I think Decarnix had a comment, game designer on the team, about Rebecca's post. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, yeah. He said, I need to look. It was a comment to the development team. I need to look into Steel Singer on Monday. Might be hashtag too thick. Yeah, looks a little big. His little foresty tree going into the floor above. Anyway, yeah. That's all I had set up for today. We have some more survey content like that. Definitely going to be revealing in the coming weeks. But for now, again, Last Divinity DLC coming out March 25th. $11.99 in the US. Regional pricing, whatever that normally converts to in your country. All platforms that we support coming out simultaneously. I'll give it a little bit of a last call for questions on this one, and then happy to answer any more, and we'll wrap it up. So if anyone in chat has anything, let me know. Thinking. All right, well, doesn't look like there's anything else, so thank you for being here, and excited to get this out to you. We'll definitely be doing some more developer streams between now and when the DLC is released. Oh, one question came in. I'll answer this. So, Orange Maraca, any news on when you will release an API so fans can build web support rather than having to use run links only in client? So we do actually already have an API. If you're interested in being involved in that, there is a specific channel in Discord that I encourage you to join. It is called, I'm looking it up. It's called API Developers. It looks like it's locked, so message me on Discord. My username is ShinyMark, and then we can get you in there if you're a developer and interested in trying to use it. You can retrieve a variety of different types of information about the game. You know, it depends on your use case whether or not we currently have support for what you want, but we are... Looks like I'm frozen. Let's see if I come back. Come on. Oh, it's such a unflattering freeze time. All right. Yes, depending on your use case, you may be able to build what you want already, so please get in touch. We do think definitely for things like wikis, it's ideal. Like, it can support retrieving a lot of information about the game that's like it's automatically kept up to date with all the latest patches and so on. Leguy01, will content creators do more coverage? Yes, I think so. I think there will be. I know that we are, working on a marketing plan for the release of The Last Divinity, and we expect to do a variety of streamer type outreach. So excited to see some of that. It's always super fun for the development team to see the reactions of folks who are into the game, who are sometimes better at the game than us, and so on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. All right, and one last question. Cerberus189, can we maybe have another beta if we pre-order? Interesting. I don't know if that is possible, and I don't know if we're doing pre-orders, but I will look into it. But yeah, we'll see. But I think we should have the Steam store page up in the next week or two-ish. And then I'll talk to the fine folks at Good Shepherd and see if there's some way to do pre-orders or some way to set that up. Cricket asks, will the API be updated with the expansion? Yes. So, you can ask questions like, give me the card named this, and it'll send you the details about the card in a JSON payload, and then it'll send you an image of it, and so on. So it does things like that. If you don't know what I meant by that, that's okay. But if you're interested in developing with the API, please reach out on Discord. All right, it's Ovines. How many people are with you on the team, and how much have you been working recently? The Shiny Shoe team has 13 people on it, I think. And of course, we also have folks at Good Shepherd, our publisher, who are working on the title as well. So how much have we been working recently? We have been working a lot because we're trying to finalize the release of this DLC, of course. So we are fixing all the bugs that we're aware of. We are fixing or improving the balance based on feedback from what happened during the public test that we ran, as well as our private beta. And setting up for all the console certification type of stuff that you have to do to launch on those platforms. And yeah, so working on bringing new stuff to you. And there are, I guess I could say, some unannounced Monster Train stuff going on too, but we're not ready to talk about any of that today. So yeah, it's been interesting, during the global pandemic to be working from home. I'm working from my house right now. Definitely not my preference. I prefer to work from an office, but I'm hoping, as I'm sure many of you are, that things will go back to normal sometime in 2021. So we will see. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thanks, everybody. Last Divinity DLC to Monster Train coming out March 25th. Happy to continue to do these developer streams on the road there, and we'll have more to look at in the near future. Okay, thanks for your time, everyone. Until next time.